Welcome to Monday Night Heroes, where we have no boon. I'm just using the factory stand. We are playing what we are now calling, what are we calling it now? Chambara Cthulhu?
Sure.
We're playing a scenario called Dark Tides, which was originally written for Legend of the Five Rings, but we are playing it in Pulp Cthulhu because we can. That's how we roll. Let's just get things started. We will go from my left to the right, introduce everyone and your character, then we'll do a quick recap and get this underway. Rodney, who are you?
I am playing Fudo. He is a warrior monk. Very large, stoic fellow.
Lily.
I am just a second because I actually forgot to get my sheet out. I am Kimiko, and she is a priestess, and probably the only respectable medical professional on staff.
Nick.
I'm playing Heihachi Hayashida, and he is a dual-wielding samurai.
And finally, speaking of medical professionals, Wesley.
Yes. Tonight, I'm playing Itoshiki Shinji, a noble member of the medical profession and personal physician to the daimyo.
All right, and I'm Steve, and I will be keeping this puppy. Well, just a little bit of background. These guys are in town searching for a missing samurai as a favor to their daimyo. They were in Slowtide Harbor, a town of ill repute, where anything could be had for a price. Last time out, they had found that not only is their charge missing, samurai by the name of God damn it. That's not his name. But you get the picture.
Are you sure?
Yeah, his name is Otomo Hiroshige. But not only is Hiroshige missing, but there are a number of samurai who have turned up missing. And they found out from one of Hiroshige's cohorts that at least one samurai has turned up dead.
No way.
And that's kind of where we left it. The party's currently separated, with one half going to talk to one of the town's money lenders, and the other half going to talk to the other. So we'll just pick it up from there.
I have a question before we get going completely. Are we doing the luck rolls since we're playing Pulp? Okay.
Yep.
Now, do you remind me? Do you only do luck rolls when you've spent luck, or do you just do it?
No, you just do it.
And it's how many if you fail?
If you fail your roll, you get 2d10 plus 10.
Ooh, I blew that roll. I blew it good.
Surprisingly, I failed mine. Glad I got that 99 out the way.
Oh,
Rolled the exact same number twice in a row.
All right. Everyone's rolled their luck. All right. So the last time we had Hayashida and Shinji were together, and Kimiko and Fudo were a team as well.
yes. And we had just finished interviewing the money changer or the money lenders.
Right.
So I guess it is back to the prune for sharing of information.
Right. That would be Kizo, who I think you guys talked to Rodney.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We talked to Doro, and
Okay, they talked to
talked
Kizo and you talked to Joro. All right. Okay, so you are redlined back to the prune.
We'll get some substandard food.
Yes.
Where you can exchange the information that you need to. So we'll pick it up there. It's early afternoon at this point on day 2.
What did you learn from Kizu?
Well, we did learn that a woman of rank has also been mysteriously kidnapped as well. Yes, Ayashiki Suzaku.
I see. We found out that a group of Ronin approached the moneylender Doro and told him to stop inquiring into Hiroshige's disappearance.
Or he would also end up disappearing.
One of these men was a distinctive, large Ronin with a tattoo on his neck.
Oh my.
I just want to interrupt and say that Yasuki Suzaku was the samurai that wound up dead in an alley.
Oh, dead in an alley. My mistake. Yeah, she is quite dead, apparently. Most tragic. The city eats goodness alive.
Might as well go all net on here. You were also told that if you needed information, you should go talk to the peasants that found her body.
Yes.
Yes. We should talk to the peasantry who found her.
I see. And where are these peasants?
That is a very good question.
You forgot to ask, didn't you, Doctor?
I suppose it did slip my mind. Yes, you don't all peasants know each other? They're all connected together, aren't they?
Not exactly.
How strange. Who they were.
Let me ask you something, Doctor. Do you know what every doctor in your area tests and knows? Everything?
Well, sadly, I do not. But
It's the same principle.
But I'm a man of rank. Why? Of course, we don't all know each other's secrets. We all have our own particular lives.
Here's a surprise, Doctor. Peasants have lives too.
I was once a peasant.
Oh, congratulations! Congratulations on that.
Well,
What's your character's name, Nick? I'm sorry.
Aihachi. Maybe we should go back and find out where these peasants are. Or maybe I can make a luck roll. And we would know, or we could say we asked.
A retcon luck roll.
Yes.
You could do that, or you can make an idea roll.
All right. Let's say an idea roll, because that's more
Will
like it.
involve a retcon.
Yeah. So I got to spend 9 points of luck to make that.
And a point of determination.
Yeah, so you guys have introduced yourselves to the magistrate, whose office would be the office that would have dealt with these peasants.
Oh, but of course.
Oh, right. The magistrate. How could I have forgotten?
What a great idea I had.
It's a divine idea.
Okay. Let's pay a visit to the magistrate, and we can also ask her if she knows anything about this tattooed samurai.
Casca Mikoto.
That sounds great.
Casca Mikoto.
All right, so you slept back to Casca Mikoto's. And you get to the magistrate's office, and are brought to a room and made to wait a little. She comes in. You recognize her puffy face and her lower lip that droops a little bit. She seats herself, then looks you all over and says, "Oh, what can we do for you, Samurai?"
We're hoping for some information, actually.
Oh,
Oh.
My.
We heard about the death of the samurai. No.
Etsuko Suzaku, is that what it?
Yasuki Suzaku.
Thank you. Yasuke Suzaku. And we believe that it is connected into our own investigation.
She was found dead in an alley by a couple of peasants. It was a while ago. The only odd thing about that case is usually these things are handled by the harbor and not the alley.
Oh,
The harbor.
But you know what do you expect in a town like this?
The dock has its own police.
We're not.
that's not exactly what she meant.
The workings of your town are unusual.
Yes, perhaps slow tide might refer to other things aside from the phases of the moon. Samurai.
Do you have any records of speaking with any peasants who may have located Yasuke's body?
Well, I can definitely give you the details on that. And she goes into her back room. You hear some rustling around. Suzaku-san was found in an alley in the Dockside district. And she was found by a couple of dock workers on their way to work. And she gives you the location of where that happened. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Actually, we were wondering if you knew of a rather large tattooed Ronin with a tattoo on his neck.
He seems to work his muscle for some party who might be interested in Hiroshige-san as well.
Well, if there is a tattooed Ronin around here, he hasn't come across. He hasn't crossed the law, so I don't know who that would be.
If one were seeking to hire such mercenaries, where would one go to look?
Well, I mean, it could be anywhere. We get a lot of strange people in this town, a lot of desperate people. So almost anyone here is up for sale.
I see.
But I would, maybe check the usual places, the whorehouses, the opium dens, the gambling house.
So we must canvass the area.
Yes.
We would like to thank you for your assistance again.
Yes, we will take the information on Suzaku-san's death and be on our way.
Not a problem, Samurai. Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Kisako-san.
Who?
Well, when I was addressing whose name I've mangled horribly beyond recognition.
Yes,
I guess
Cassandra?
we should just apologize in advance or after the fact for destroying people's names. It's going to happen. Now,
Yes.
but all that aside, who are you addressing?
I was addressing the magistrate.
Yeah, but what did you call her?
I was saying her last name, San.
Well, her
Casca.
last name is Casca.
Casca-san. There we go. Yeah.
Okay. Kind of an important name. It's the name
And an easy one for me to remember.
in this area. All right.
Difficult to pronounce, apparently.
So where are you guys going?
The doctor, I guess.
Yeah, we're going to the docks first. We'll follow up on our concrete lead,
Okay.
and then we'll canvas looking for this samurai badass.
Okay. So getting to the docks takes a little while, and it is starting to get dark out. You're basically, if you have your maps, you are going all the way around. So it's starting to turn dark when you arrive in the alleyway where Yatsuki Suzaku was, where her body was found.
And I take it Casca gave us a file or scroll or something.
Yep. You have the names of the peasants that found her as
Okay.
well.
Did they put like addresses on here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellent. Yep. I guess we'll just we'll look around the alley, see if
Okay.
there's anything that might be left, even though it's been months have passed.
Okay. You can give me a spot hidden roll.
I believe that is a pass.
That is a regular success.
No, I failed mine.
Yeah, that's a normal success.
Yeah, so you look around the alleyway, and you could see the remnants of some what appears to be dried blood and raw opium ground into the packed earth.
Okay.
Lily. Lily. Isn't that your
Yes.
name?
Yes. So that's my name.
Kimiko.
But I'm talking to Lily.
Yes. Can you not hear me?
No, I can hear you fine. What's your detect spirit?
41.
Can you roll that, please?
I make that regular.
Okay. While these guys are searching the alley, Lily, you feel like the night has just all of a sudden become very still and very cold. And you could see really right around where they're searching, the dust starts to swirl, and you see the outline, like a silhouette, a shadow in the dust of a samurai, a woman, rising up from that spot, and she appears to be running, She turns around and squares off and appears to go down, like she's been tackled. And then she rises above the ground but still the ends. She doesn't have legs. They kind of trail off and remain connected to the ground. And she looks right at you, and 2 dots of light where her eyes should be just glow red. You can give me a sanity roll.
Ooh, first sanity roll of the campaign.
I passed that.
Okay. You're just going to lose 1.
Okay.
As you hear her say, you hear her mutter something and then start advancing on you with what looks like hostile intent.
Oh boy, yeah. Kimiko's backing up.
The rest of you, you see Kimiko starting to back up, and just as you see the eye spots glow red, the rest of you can now see this the spirit advancing on Kimiko.
Okay.
So we will go in order here. Hayachi, what are you doing?
Drawing my swords.
And you hear the are you like full drawing, or are you just
Let's just say I'll knock it.
you hear the 2 clicks as he loosens his swords? All right. Kimiko, what are you doing?
Honestly, she's kind of caught off guard, so she's still backing up. I'm got to look through the spells and see what I can do here.
Okay.
So she's just kind of getting into the defensive area for herself.
Fudo.
I take up a position next to Heihachi and grip my naginata so you can hear the wood of the shaft creak.
Wood.
Yeah. I said wood.
Wood.
Creak as I tighten my grip
All right.
and stare fiercely at this foul thing approaching us in the alleyway.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Nick, you can fight back or dodge.
I'll fight back.
All right, you're gonna you will have to take a penalty die because you're ready, but you don't have them out.
Okay.
All right.
Hold on. Let me find the. I mean, you can roll yours. I just have to find another die. There we go. I failed.
Okay. So you are going to take dang it. 2 points of damage as you somehow you feel the dust solidify as it rakes across you.
Oh shit.
Wes,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Do I need to make a sanity check?
You will in a second. I'm asking you what you're doing now.
All right. Well, I'm getting out the bow, getting that arrow knocked up.
Please don't say it like that. You can't impregnate an arrow.
Nope, he's gonna knock it up. He's gonna knock it up, dude.
Okay. So you ready an arrow. All right,
Yeah.
now the rest of you can make sanity rolls.
Okay.
I made that. How much do we lose if we make it? 1?
If you make it, you're gonna lose 1d2.
Yeah, I made it. 1d2.
That's a 1.
All right, so you all lost 1 point.
2 points.
I lost 2.
Okay. All right. All right, top of the round as you guys see this spectral dust just claw Hayachi.
Yeah.
And as it connects to him, you just hear this scream emitting from the general vicinity of where this spirit is. It doesn't appear to even be coming from its form. The whole alleyway is now charged. Hayachi, what are you doing?
It seems like a magical being, so I don't know. Fuck it, I'll attack it.
Okay.
I think that's just a regular success.
Okay.
Yep.
It's going to attempt to dodge, which it isn't unable to do.
Okay.
So, what's your damage?
1d6 plus damage bonus. 1d4.
So you're just attacking it with your katana. You're not using both.
I was gonna use both, but I think I have to do. Do I have to resolve one before the other though?
Yeah, but if you are, they're both at a penalty if you're going to do that.
I'm gonna spend 10 luck points to gain 1 further melee attack in a single round.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that?
Then you can just take another attack.
Okay. Without the penalty, right?
Right. Okay. So
I got 8 points of damage with the first one.
okay.
Here's the second. With the Wakanashi, I made a regular success of that.
All right. It is going to attempt to dodge, and it cannot do that.
That's another 7 points.
Okay. All right. You slash at it twice, and as you feel no resistance as your weapon slices through it, but you could definitely see where like a trail of like dust and debris as your swords pass through it, and instead of a wound, you just like get like a vapor trail coming off of it from like the dust that it's formed out of. Kimiko, what are you doing?
She is beginning to pray as she's going to attempt to exorcise the spirit.
Okay.
So I just it's power versus power, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I got an 8, so that's an extreme success for me.
Okay. It just got a regular success. So hold on. Okay. You start to chant, and while you're doing that, you can see it kind of reacts to your chanting. And maybe it's the swirling dust is a little less strong as you're doing that. Fuda, what are you doing?
I'm going to. I'm assuming this is Yasuke Suzaku. So I am going to attempt to name this spirit Yasuke Suzaku.
Okay.
I challenge you.
The red eyes turn toward you. All right. Are you going to do anything?
Yeah, I'll kind of like turn so the spirit it has its back to everybody else, so Lily can keep her chant going.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'll go ahead and take a swing.
Okay.
That is a 28, which is a hard success with the Naginata.
It is unable to dodge as your Naginata passes right through it in what normally would decapitate any other foe. But unfortunately, do you have a damage? Yeah, you have a damage. How much damage do you do?
Let's see. Naginata 1d6 plus damage bonus plus 2.
Okay. Yeah, and the same thing happens. So you sweep it across, and instead of its head falling off, it just kind of like parts of it just kind of trail in the wake of your Naginata.
And a big gust of wind. Whoosh, rustles Heihachi's cloak.
It is going to take a swipe at Fudo.
Okay. I will attempt to dodge.
Okay. It you hear like just a hiss as it lunges towards you.
Well, I take the full brunt of that.
Well, it misses.
Oh, okay.
Wah, wah.
Wes, what are you doing?
All right. Would I? Where's what would be the risk of hitting Fudo if I took a shot at the spirit?
You're firing into combat, man.
Yeah.
Honorable combat. At least the ghost thinks we're in a duel.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm just gonna keep the arrow knocked and keep an eye on the situation. And take it out if Fudo goes down.
All right, top of the order.
Terrible.
Heihachi, what are you doing?
Cut him down.
Okay, so how are you doing this? Are you dual wielding? Are you spending 10 luck points to get an extra?
I'm spending 10 luck points to get an extra one.
Okay.
I'm down to 70 now.
Okay. So it'll dodge.
0-3.
Okay.
Yes. That's 7 point damage.
Okay.
And then the second one is a hard success. That's 7 points of damage.
Once again, your dual blades whiz right through it, and it doesn't appear like it's doing much. It's you're and you could see like little flecks of the dust come out from it, but it's still maintaining its form and it doesn't look like it's really hurt at all.
Yeah.
Kimiko.
Okay. I got a regular success.
Hey, it also got a regular success.
So what does that mean? Is that like a stalemate or what?
Yep.
Okay.
Nothing happens. You start. You continue chanting. Maybe falter a little as it is. It just continues to circle with Fudo, whose turn it is right now.
I will attempt a butt stroke.
Wow, man! First Wes is like trying to impregnate his and now you're like all like Pride Parade.
I was told that I couldn't wield a pole arm without doing a butt stroke.
Okay.
That is a normal success.
It easily dodges your butt stroke.
That's okay because it's not going to do anything anyway. I am large, but not stupid.
It wheels on you and once again attempts and misses. Okay, guys, come on. And Wes, what are you doing?
Well, we're going to continue surveilling the field and not interfering with honorable combat, but being prepared to take vengeance.
Okay. Haiche, what are you doing?
Who?
Haiche?
Oh,
Haihachi.
All right. I will. I don't think I'm doing anything to this thing, so maybe I'll just take a step back and just protect the others from getting hurt. Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, so so you take a step back and you notice that even as you like square around and try and size it up, it looks like its essence is getting even brighter.
Oh shit! Hey guys, I think it's getting more powerful.
Okay, Kimiko.
All right. That is a hard success.
Yeah, I rolled an extreme success.
Ooh.
So
So it's
you
5
are-
off me.
Yeah, you're going to lose 5 MP. All right. Udo.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take another swing.
Okay.
That's a normal success.
Okay. He is, or she is able to dodge you. And she will come around with her sword after that dodge. Well,
Okay, I will attempt to dodge.
okay.
38. That's a normal, I believe, for me.
I got a regular success as well. So, nothing. You're able to dodge out of the way of her swinging phantom sword.
You are skilled, Yasuke Suzaku.
That is the stuff of nightmares.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Your breath is terrible, though.
It's a little sandy.
You get pelted with like a debris from the alley. Maybe a cat. Itoshiki.
Ah, yes. Still surveying the field.
Okay. It's odd because you can't it's almost as if while you guys are like engaged in this combat, you can't hear anything else from outside. The normal sounds of the city have like completely faded to nothingness. Jeez. Huh. All right. Hihachi.
I will continue to stand my ground in front of the others between the monster or the spirit and it, and my friends. Swords up. In defensive stance.
Okay. Kimiko.
That is an extreme success. That is a 12.
I got a hard success. Oh wait, did I get a hard success? Hold on. Wait. I need to math for a second. Sorry. Yeah, it's a hard success. Okay, so you could see it starting to waver a little bit. Lily, give me a luck roll.
I passed that.
It slowly turns its head while still facing Fudo. It turns its head almost 180 degrees and makes an inhuman snarl. Fudo, what do you
What
do?
would have happened if I failed?
I will attack again while saying, "We seek to avenge your wrongful death." 18. That is. Let's see. That's a hard success.
Okay. She is unable to dodge that. Probably because she was looking at Lily.
Yeah, that'll teach you to keep your eyes in front.
But then, all right. So after you take a swipe at her, the head, which is still in the back, continues to rotate in the same direction and snaps back into place to look at you, Fudo, where she comes and takes a swipe at you.
Dodge 17.
Yeah, she's unable to hit. Damn, my dice suck tonight. Okay.
That active rooting of the GM against us.
Those were the days.
I'd like to make this interesting and draw blood and Itoshigi.
All right. Yep. Still surveying the field.
All right. Hahachi.
Spirit's still alive, right?
Yep.
I'm still protecting my team then.
What exactly are you doing by protecting your team?
I'm making sure the thing doesn't attack them. It attacks me if it's going to attack someone.
No, it's been attacking Fudo.
Oh, well, I mean, Fudo can hold his own, though. I'm protecting Lily, really.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a basically shoot at it if Fudo goes down, but Fudo's in honorable combat right now, so
Okay. Kimiko.
That's a regular success on the dot.
That is an extreme success by 2.
Dang.
So you lose another. Oh shit! It was a regular success.
Yeah.
So you're gonna lose 10 points.
Ouch.
ooh.
Hey, you might not be able to draw blood, but you're gonna knock somebody out.
Yeah, I'm definitely about to button her down soon.
Okay.
Maybe rolling like shit against you guys, but against me, he's on point.
Fudo.
I guess I'll maintain keeping her busy. I'll take a big looping swing, stir up some dust and whatnot. 02.
So you do like one of those things where you like whip it around your head, pivot.
Yeah. And like let go with the forward hand so it like gets maximum extension as it goes by and it like clips a wall.
It would, if you were facing a physical opponent, that would have been great. As it stands, it passes through her.
Right. That's fine. I mean, this is for it's keeping her occupied while Lily keeps losing magic points.
Yeah.
Okay. It is going to attack you.
Okay. I will attempt to dodge. Oh, missed it by 1.
It's okay. I totally missed it. And finally, Itoshiki.
Again, surveying the field, making sure that Fudo will get revenged. Avenged. Avenged. That's what I want to say. Avenged.
All right. Hahachi, are you still waiting to intercede if Kimiko is attacked?
I'll put my swords into their sheaths and start knocking away the rocks in an attempt to maybe do some damage to this thing.
Knocking away what rocks?
I thought this thing was made out of like whirling
dust and debris.
Oh, okay. Well, can I knock away some of the debris?
I guess you can try.
I don't know what I can do against this thing. That's I don't have any spells. I'm just gonna keep trying to protect Lily from actual physical attack.
Okay. All right, Kimiko.
Okay. That is a extreme success. That is 16.
I got a hard success. So.
Like I said, his dice are primed against me. You guys are good.
Wow.
Fudo.
I stand there with my Naginata at rest. Had you been flesh, you would have been defeated. Please halt this and let us speak like reasonable people.
The only response is as a claw comes whizzing by your head.
07!
Which you are able to dodge. God damn you. I actually hit the time.
Whoosh.
All right. Itoshiki.
Still waiting for to avenge.
You might have to avenge her again if I could actually do some damage to her.
That's true.
Okay. All right. Hahachi.
Still just standing there in a defensive position.
Okay. Kimiko.
18. It's another hard extreme right on the dot.
You continue to chant, and as the words leave your lips, you feel the sounds of the city start to well back in gradually, and the dust cloud starts to lose its cohesiveness, and it just kind of settles back into the alleyway.
Anyone need medical attention?
Can I wrap up myself, actually?
Yeah.
Wow. It's the hands to treat your lord.
I made it.
Kimiko kind of sinks to her knees. I've never actually done that before.
It's just 1 point, right?
Yeah, it was like 2 points.
You did well.
No, it's Pulp. Roll a d4.
4. All right, I'm back up to 22.
You did well, Kimiko.
So much fury, that spirit.
Yes, thank you for taking care of it.
Wow. That was incredible.
So
You may relax your bow now, Doctor.
you may unclench.
When's the baby due? He said he was going to knock it up earlier.
Terrible.
I believe the doctor requires a new fundoshi.
Wouldn't it just come like squeaking out the sides?
Oh,
I mean, they don't have much in terms of area covered.
It seems there was a freak rainstorm where the doctor is standing.
I stared down that spirit. I stared it down.
Yes. You stared quite well.
staring won't do much, unfortunately.
Dr. Shin, you might actually feel that he was the one who got rid of the damn thing. Anyway, what are you guys doing?
You know, you have a fair point. He probably would think he was the one that got rid. I did it with pure will.
Medical knowledge.
It was the will of my class
Yes.
that banished such a lowly spirit.
My archery is so strong, just a threat of my arrow subdued the spirit.
My lord's will is that she be gone.
All right, so what did we find in the alley before we pissed off Suzaku's ghost?
It was ground in blood and opium.
Mm. All right, well, I suppose now we should at least question the people who recovered the body.
Oh,
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Yeah. So that wasn't permanent mana loss, was it? Magic loss, rather.
Your magic will be regenerated after you sleep.
Okay, I'm just asking to make sure I'm keeping track of it right. I'm new to this. I've never used magic in this game before.
Okay, who's the first person on the list?
It is actually a pair of brothers.
Mm.
Maybe. Hold on. Yep. Sorry.
It's all good, man. We'll edit this out.
No, you won't. It's a pair of brothers. Katsutomo and Atsuyori.
Asayori.
Atsuyori.
Atsuyori.
Okay. And they live near here.
Kazutomo. Well, no. They do not live in the Dockside district. They actually live up in the residential and farming district above the Wallow.
I see. And what time is it?
It is not midnight, but like, probably around 9-10 o'clock by now.
Well,
maybe more like 8-9.
it would be rude to visit them this time of night. Even though we are samurai. What do you guys think? You want to take it easy? You want to hit a gambling den, see if we can find some samurai mercenaries and talk to these dock workers in the morning? Or do you want to go barge into their house now?
I am not opposed to taking it easy for the rest of the night.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, let's do that. I don't really
Yes.
barging into anyone's house.
Have some noodles, just sit around, throw some stones around.
So what are you guys doing?
I guess we're going back to the plum or prune.
Okay. You go back to the prune. Wes,
Yes.
can you give me a go roll?
No roll? Let's
Go.
see. Oh, go roll. Yes. Come on. Well, I made that hard.
You play a couple games ago and you win all of them.
Yes.
I thought you were gonna say Yahtzee.
The rest of you eat and do whatever it is you do for your evening repast, and you all find yourselves awake the next morning.
Okay. We're going to Katsutomo and Atsuyori's house.
Okay. What time are you going up there?
Well, they might be going to work.
That's why I'm asking. Life starts early.
Yep.
When you have to work for a living.
Let's head back down to the docks and try to find them at the docks, or maybe that's probably the best place to find them.
I thought it was planned.
You go down to the docks where you see groups of stevedores, dooring Steves, loading and unloading ships in the harbor. There's people with clipboards checking lading and all that great dock stuff.
Yes. We'll have the doctor ask around and the priestess.
Because he's a doctor.
That's exactly. And
Kimiko's about ready to test whether or not she can swim by jumping in that dock after that joke.
Heihachi, I would recommend kind of hanging back with me and eyeing the docks for any ruffians. Perhaps our friend, the tattooed samurai, could be lurking around somewhere.
Yes.
As muscle for some gangster or another.
Keep my eyes out.
We're trying to hunt down Boba Fett, I feel like.
All right. So while you guys are hanging back and giving everyone the shifty eye, Hihachi and Kimiko, what exactly are you doing?
I'm looking around the dock, keeping an eye out for any suspicious characters, especially the Ronin with the tattooed neck.
Yeah, I think you meant Itoshiki.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Itashiki. Sorry.
Yeah. You know, we're just asking dock people if they've seen these two brothers.
Top people.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. What were their names again?
Aso Yore and Kasutomo.
Tsuyode Kasutomo. Kasutomo. What was the first guy's name again? Because I was writing it down.
Atsuyori.
Atsuyori. So yeah, just asking. Pardon me, have you seen Katsutomo-san or Atsuyori-san?
Dockman.
Doc, man.
Yes. Have you seen these two?
How are you asking this, Lily? Just straight up.
As politely as possible.
Okay.
She's even got the priestess like look to her and everything today.
I assume she's wearing her robes as well.
Yes.
What's your luck currently at?
My luck?
Mhm.
85. I haven't spent any.
Okay, make a luck roll. Actually, what's your luck at, Wes?
69.
Why don't you make a luck roll?
You said that
I
number.
demand he have to spend one.
Never! It's gonna say this number forever. Alright. And 65. I made it.
All right. Yeah. So you're able to catch the attention of a couple of guys who are, walking with some heavy-looking boxes. Yeah. What can I do for you?
Good morning, Dockman. I'm looking for your fellow Dockman by the name of Atsuyori and Kasutomo. I don't know where I might be able to find them.
You
I
give me a
apologize for his forwardness. We are in quite the hurry to find them. This is a very important matter.
Oh, what? Well, we're kind of busy. What do you need them for?
Only to speak with them for a few moments. We will keep them as little amount of time as possible. A few minutes of their time is all we ask.
Make a persuade roll.
Right on the dot.
Yeah, they're right over there, and he kind of nudges with his head because he he's heavily laden with his burden.
Thank you ever so much, and a blessing on your day.
Thank you, Vera Dockman.
Dockman.
Yes.
I imagine that as one very confused dock worker. He had a normal conversation, and a guy called him a dockman.
Yeah, he doesn't even know what that means. As they're stevedores.
Hey, Hachi-san. I am beginning to believe Itoshiki does not leave the palace much.
You've just realized this.
Well, I have only known him for 3-4 days.
I got it on day one. That dude's weird.
All right, so
Did they say dude back then? They said dude back then.
I'm sure there was an equivalent.
That fellow.
It was probably some derogatory nickname for someone that was acceptable to say.
He is one odd eel.
Oh, that's just terrible.
That's canon from now on.
He's an odd eel. Oh, that's terrible. So we make our way over to the gentleman in question.
Okay. The brothers are kind of doing their thing, laughing and joking with the rest of the crew, waiting for, people that they're waiting on one of the Jockmaster's men to make sure that the shipment has what it's supposed to have, or have what it's paid to have is probably a little bit more accurate.
Katsumoto-san questioning.
Hi.
And are you Atsuyori-san? We would like to have a moment to speak with you if you do not mind.
Yeah.
Who's asking?
I introduce myself.
Itoshiki Shinji.
Humblest of bows.
He gives kind of a sniff. Says, "You must be from out of town. What do you perfume-wearing samurai want with the likes of us?"
Only a moment of your time to ask a few questions.
Well, we're kind of busy, so make it snappy. No disrespect, but some of us have to earn our living.
It's understandable, and we will be out of your hair as soon as we can. We were wondering if you could tell us about the samurai that you found in the alleyway.
Well, what do you need to know about it?
Anything you could tell us.
What's in it for us?
I look at the doctor.
I mean, we already went over this with the magistrate. Are you guys cops? Are you? Did the magistrate send you?
No, we
We
are
didn't
not.
do anything.
We are looking for a missing man, and
Yes.
we fear that this is all connected.
Yeah, it's a family matter.
Family matter, eh?
Yes.
Well, like I said, the samurai we found weren't no man.
We are aware
No.
Suzaku-san was not a man.
Yeah, I mean, it was a couple of months ago. I don't know. Katsutomo, do you remember anything about that? He kind of scratches his head really extravagantly, almost comically,
I will.
and looks at you. He's kind of a little cross-eyed,
Uh-huh.
and he looks at you and says, "Man, that was 2 months ago. I don't know if I can remember that far back."
I tap Heihachi on the arm, and I believe these gentlemen may need some persuasion.
Let's just do it.
So yeah, while they're like scratching their asses and stuff, we'll kind of like sidle up behind Kimiko and Itoshiki.
Okay.
Or we can go behind them. Just cut them off from running.
Let's see.
And you know, this is broad daylight at a very busy dock.
Yeah, running really wouldn't be too much of an option for them. But
would it be an honor roll or a persuade roll to try and shame them into answering my questions?
Shame them into answering.
Shame.
Yeah.
Shame.
How are you going to shame them?
It's a good question.
Because peasants aren't required to follow Bushido.
Yes, but it is the honor of a good deed. It is the honor of helping your fellow man when his family.
My good deed was done when I talked to the magistrate. And I told her everything that I saw. And if you really want to know what I saw, take it up with her.
you do understand that you would acquire great merit for speaking honorably to this priestess.
Oh, well, merit doesn't put food on my table. You know what puts food on my table? Doing my job. Isn't that part of Bushido? Everyone gets to do what they were put on earth to do. I was put on earth to be a dock worker.
Dear sir, I believe you are misunderstanding our purposes for asking these questions. We merely do not wish anyone else to end up like the samurai did.
No offense, but if a junkie samurai is going to die in an alley, what do I care?
Junkie samurai? Do tell us more.
Yeah.
I told you. If you need to know what I saw, go talk to the magistrate because she knows everything I know.
There's nothing in the alley that struck you as odd.
Yeah, that's Atsuyori. How long ago was that? And Atsuyori kind of like leans back and says, "Well, I think it was 2 months ago." And my peasant memory ain't so good. Well, I sure wish there was something to grease my peasant memory.
How about you tell us what we want to know, or you will turn you into grease?
So Kipiko stops him from saying that and nods her head, and she takes a coin and gives it to him. I do not have much, young man, but this is what I can spare. It would be a great help if
bodies like you stack boxes.
I'm gonna let the warrior monk guy handle the negotiations.
I was trying to keep this peaceful, but okay.
Yeah.
There's now a crowd that is gathering around you.
Kimiko is doing the equivalent of feudal Japan face palm right now.
Yeah, I try to
Probably
we're drawing a lot of attention, and I think we might be in a little bit of trouble. Or we need to have some caution from here on out.
Yeah, very well. A coin appears in their direction.
Kazutomo looks at the coin, looks at you, and says, "Now, was that too hard, samurai? What do you need to know?"
An exact recollection of the events of that night to start with.
Well, me and my brother were walking home from a hard day working at these docks when we saw a dead body in an alleyway.
What did you see around this body? What did the alley look like?
Well, it was dark, but and she was dead. And I guess that's kind of unusual because usually the dead bodies are dumped in the harbor.
I've heard such.
But she was filthy, covered in blood and dirt. And you know that really flowery smell that kind of makes you want to throw up?
Mm-hmm.
She stank of that.
Let's see. Any marks on the body? Any wounds?
Oh, he kind of like, they both kind of look at you and go, we don't touch dead bodies.
As you shouldn't. Her spirit could have not been at rest.
Yes, but did you happen to see any wounds on her body?
We don't touch dead bodies.
I didn't say touch. I said look with your eyes.
That's not our job. We saw this samurai, filthy body covered in dirt, stinking of opium,
Mhm.
and we called the authorities. If you wanted to know the state of her body or anything like that, you're going to have to go to the Barauman village. They take care of all of that stuff. I mean, we may be many things, but we don't defile ourselves by touching the dead.
Okay.
What was it, day, night when you found her?
They just said it was nighttime.
Oh, yes.
Had there been any people in the dock area that was unusual that you noticed before?
It's the docks, Take a look
Perhaps
around.
a very large man with a neck tattoo.
Neck tattoo.
A Roman
wow.
large one.
Tattoos are forbidden.
Which is why
I would have noticed that. Your best bet is either to talk to the magistrate or go to the Barauman village. They handle the body.
You guys think anything else to ask them?
Nope.
Yeah.
I thank you for your time, and she bows.
See, you're all aren't that bad once you get used to the situation. Well, thank you, Samurai.
Were they struggling with any of those boxes?
No.
No? Okay.
Strong like an ox. They do this all day.
Right. I was going to try to pick up a heavier box and stack it for them.
I just turned my back on them.
I bow again as we're leaving.
All right. What are you guys doing?
So we're going to this Browman village.
Yep. To the Browman.
Barauman. All right. That is located to the north out of town. Next to actually where you were going to go, where the peasant villages and the rice fields are. But it's kind of sequestered off above the merchant district. It's a little ways away. This is the part of of the area where the classless are kept. The lowest of the low.
Mm.
Mm.
All right. Yep. I suppose when we get there, I will enter.
I would
Mhm.
look behind him.
Right. There's it's not a huge population there. There's a few huts.
Is there anything in the magistrate's report about the body itself?
The magistrate's report basically says that the body was filthy, covered in blood and dirt, and stank of raw opium.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not really something that they really. The paperwork isn't great.
Right. Was
You
it
can just
properly
tell by looking
prepared?
at it? It was kind of like they had to make a report.
Mm-hmm.
But
So nothing on there about the body being prepared for burial or anything like that.
no, it just says that it was, but not. There's no details or anything like that.
Okay, I don't really think the cast lists are really going to give us too much information. I mean, they didn't wash. If we can find who cleaned the body and prepared it for burial, which would probably be one of these cast lists or a priest.
Yep.
But I think we're just kind of spinning our wheels, asking around.
True. But it might be able to know if she was strangled or sworded to death, if the blood was hers or another party's.
Well, we'd have to find the people who prepared the body.
True.
As both Katsutomo and Atsuyori and the magistrate's report both list the body as being dirty, bloody, and smelling of raw opium.
Yep.
So it says here the body was prepared for burial, but it does not say by whom.
Damn, you would never hear of this.
Perhaps we have reached a bit of an impasse.
Perhaps the body was not prepared well enough, which is why we encountered her angry spirit in the alley.
Rodney, give me an idea roll.
Who?
Rodney.
Okay. 04.
Yeah, with a little digging around, it's not a huge area. You can probably find out who actually prepared the body with minimal amounts of questioning.
Okay, yeah, we'll
Yep.
go ask around and see if we can find the person who prepared the body.
Okay. So you start asking around, and you are directed toward a woman named, oddly enough, Man.
And we will go to where she is right now.
Okay. She is currently in her dwelling. They point you to where she's located.
Hello?
Sorry, samurai, and she pulls her robe tighter around her. I think you are lost.
Are you known as Man?
Some have called me Mon. Yes.
Did you prepare the body of a dead samurai for burial? 2 months. ago?
Um, yeah. Yes, I indeed I had.
Did you notice anything unusual about her?
Mm, Unusual in what way?
Like wounds, odd marks upon the body.
No.
Well, I mean, I could say that um, she looked like she was severely beaten,
Mm.
but that's not what killed her. She
Please.
definitely died from knife wounds. It almost looked like she was fighting before she was stabbed. I recall there was bruising on her knuckles, and there was hair and blood under her fingernails, which were not kept trim.
Defensive wounds.
I mean, she looked like at one point she had been bound. There were rope burns and chafing on her wrists and her ankles, and one wrist and hand, uh, her left, was severely abraded and bled heavily.
Hmm.
Your observation techniques are very impressive, Mon.
Yeah. Oh yes.
It's what I do.
You do it well.
Well, when you deal with so much death and destruction as in a town like this, you learn how to read the signs.
Were there any signs of her being restrained at all?
Obviously.
For those of you at home, my head is now on the desk.
What like long term?
That's the sound I make.
The sound of his soul escaping his body.
Well, as I said, there were rope burns and chafing on her wrists and ankles.
I
and
missed that.
her left wrist was severely abraded and bled heavily.
Yes.
Another odd thing is that her clothes were full of dust and wood splinters. And there was raw opium ground into her clothing, like she was like almost as if she was rolling around in it.
Where
Someone tried to put it on her.
is opium processed in this town?
Well, I don't think it's processed in town. I think it's just imported in here. Not that I would know anything about that. That's a little too rich for my blood. Plus, unless somebody dies, they don't really like us going into the city.
But if someone were to go into the city, where would raw opium be stored when it is transported into the city?
Well,
if you were to accidentally overhear such a thing.
Well, I know that a lot of the gangs and the smugglers maintain warehouses near the village.
Mm-hmm. I see.
I would start there. I mean, there are quite a lot of them.
Yes.
But if that's where they would be.
Yes. Thank you very much for your time. Doctor, please ensure that she has dumplings for the evening.
Yes.
Kimiko is a bit pale as we leave.
Is there a table nearby?
No.
All right. Well, in the most respectful way possible, I leave a coin for her.
Kind of like the money fairy.
You
Yeah.
leave information under your pillow when he gives you a coin.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, that's how everything works in this town.
Yes.
Well, Commerce is the middle name. It's Slow Commerce Tide Harbor.
This is a very strange place.
It's late stage capitalism in
The tide is
15th century.
pushed in by the invisible hand. All right, so now we know that she was probably held prisoner in an opium warehouse. All the opium warehouses are in the warehouse area. Now we just have to figure out a way to narrow it down.
And I know now what I saw is what happened to her. I didn't tell you guys that I saw that stuff. It's just she looks pale as you're leaving.
Right. Well, I mean, what do you guys think? Should we just rouse some gangsters?
That is an idea, although that might attract more attention than we could probably handle.
I think us asking questions has attracted quite a lot of attention already.
Yeah, good point.
But at the same time, how many opium dens are there?
At least 2.
Right, but we don't want the dens. We want where the opium is brought in. The raw opium that apparently these people are rolling around in.
Question is, how do we find out where that is?
Well, I mean, if it's a warehouse and it has a significant amount of opium, we should be able to smell it.
True.
Oh, yes.
But several gangs do control the flow of opium into the city. And we don't have any way of connecting any of these particular gangs to our missing people.
We could observe them surreptitiously for a period of time and see if that reveals anything.
No, because we already stick out kind of like a sore thumb, perfumed samurai.
That's true. That's true. They are not used to the propriety of civilization out here.
Think. What clue am I missing? Well, we have a scrap of fabric, but we haven't been able to identify who that was. Where's the alley where Hiroshige disappeared in relation to the alley where Suzaku was killed?
Okay. So Hiroshige was found on actually he was reported being taken up the main road out of the Wallow, headed just give me an idea roll.
Okay. 02.
Toward the warehouse district.
Right.
And the dead samurai, Suzaku, she was found back through like around the merchant district.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, give me an idea roll as well.
Okay. That's 28. That's also a pass.
Yeah, so it seems like she just putting together what you were told, that she was being held and managed to escape,
Mm-hmm.
and she was chased down.
Right. And we have no way of determining how long she had been escaped before they realized it and gave chase.
Right.
But
So, I mean, it's
Considering how fast they found her,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been very long. She didn't get away.
well, we don't know how fast they found her. That's the thing.
Well, ideally, if she knew she was escaping, she wouldn't have stayed in the area for very long. It couldn't have been that long for her escaping to them finding her.
Yes. Man.
Because my guess is that if she got free from that, she would have either gone to the magistrates or straight up left town.
Right.
Are there any large warehouses near that alley where she was found?
no.
No. She managed to pretty much cross the city
Hmm.
to get to where she was found.
Also, she with the rope burns on her arms, those would have faded some if she had been gone a long time.
Not if you're twisting your hands together to try to force one out to the point where it bled. So she probably had pretty bad rope burns
Hmm.
on her wrists. So
Let's see.
well, let's head over to the warehouse district and see if we can find anything that might give us a pointer
Yes.
as to which warehouse. Like maybe a broken piece of wall or something that hasn't been mended yet. Or a smashed window.
Okay, so it's probably early afternoon at this point. So, you're going there now, or are you waiting until after dark? What do you guys?
Well, we've never been there, so we at least need to kind of like, get a lay of the land.
Mhm.
And so kind of a reconnaissance mission, see if we can figure out a proper target, and then possibly come back at night.
So you get to the warehouse district, and it is just a series of low wooden buildings.
Okay.
They all kind of look vaguely the same. The only real difference being like the signs of who owns them.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing like super special about any of them.
No, and any signs of like a fresh repair on any of like a window or a door or anything like that?
No, there's no windows.
Oh, there's no windows. All right, and fresh wall sections.
No.
Any warehouses that seem like more that have guards or anything like that? Somebody that might be watching the warehouse?
Not that you can tell.
What if it's not being kept at the docks? What if it's
You're not in the docks.
Yeah, we're at the warehouse district.
Oh, okay. What if it's not being kept at the warehouse district? What if they're keeping it near the dock somewhere?
Well, I presume that the warehouses are somewhere near the docks.
Right.
And if you're clandestinely shipping something, where are the warehouses in relation to the docks?
So they're going to be like inland,
Mhm.
not on the map from the docks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I think. Where else? You gotta hide the opium, so said no one detects your legitimate business.
I don't think anyone in this town would care.
Hmm.
This is that kind of place where they know what's happening.
Right? They could just as easily be burying the opium around in broad daylight.
That's true.
I don't think they would hide it.
Yeah, any one of you can give me an idea roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a shot at this.
I made it.
18.
I made it regular.
I made it hard.
They got it hard as well.
Yeah, so it occurs to you that throughout all of your investigations and talking to different people, that you really don't have an idea of who the players are in town. You've talked to a bunch of junkies, and you've talked to like the next echelon up of like minor gang leaders and money lenders.
Hmm.
You really haven't like gotten any information on who runs Bartertown.
I tried.
Kizo. We could ask Mr. Keep His Ear to the Ground, Kizo.
No, because I tried to ask Doro, and Doro was not forthcoming with information. We're actually going to have to go to a hive of scum and villainy. So we need to maybe Heihachi could ask his friend at the Red Lantern District who the players are, since the magistrate was not forthcoming with any information, and neither were the moneylenders. Is there any way to identify gang members?
Tattoos, right? Oh, they don't leave that visible though.
Gambling parlors, something like that. We could go back and talk to oh shoot, what was that jackass's name? The guy that smells like horse shit.
Oh, that's the bouncer dude. What the fuck was his name?
Ade?
Down somewhere.
Hade. Yeah, that's it. We could go back and talk to Hade. He would probably know.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the only two people we didn't actually grill on who the players were. That and the opium den lady, but I doubt she would be very forthcoming with information.
Yeah, she probably sells out for 2 bits.
Well, that might be also a good way to do things. Kind of to go along with the idea of offering one of us up as bait, is to get the attention of the right gang.
So what's your plan for that?
Let's go to our list of gambling den and brothels where people go to hire thugs, and very deliberately ask around about Hiroshige and Suzaku, and see if we can attract someone's attention.
Okay, so where are we going?
What do you guys think?
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds like an idea to me.
To refresh your memories,
Mm.
there is the the Waiting Cat, which is the gambling den,
Mm-hmm.
located at Dockside. There is the Green Rest Opium Den, which you have not been to, and the Golden Dream Opium Den, where you briefly were.
All right, let's go. Let's go to the Green Rest.
Okay.
Green Rest.
All right. You go to the Green Rest. You enter a large interior chamber lined with grubby, threadbare futons, but only half of them are currently occupied by customers. A skinny and almost desperately nervous older man scurries forward and greets you with clasped hands and a wide, slightly fixed smile, his head bobbing in repeated short bows. And as he does so, a wooden shutter in the smoky back of the den slides open, briefly revealing a candlelit room and the silhouette of a slump-shouldered elderly man. He seems to peer out at you for a moment before the sliding shutter bangs closed. Yes. Greetings, customers. I am Awa. Do you look as if weren't our gifts of respect, weren't they sufficient?
We are not here to collect gifts of respect.
Oh, maybe you're here to purchase. We do have some of the finest wares in Slow Tide Harbor, unadulterated by any kind of, has like a, just a look passes over his face of contempt. The blue flame. Our opium is pure. Maybe I can get you some. He reaches into his robes and pulls out 4 pipes, 2 in each hand, and kind of fans them out and presents them to you.
I am afraid that my vows prevent me from partaking in such substances.
Oh. No, then why are you here?
I am looking for someone. Perhaps he was a customer.
Who is that?
Doji Hiroshige.
Hiroshige. Yeah, he's been here. Yes, we've had, yes, he's come. Yes, perhaps not his number 1 store, but yes, he has come here. He's gone, isn't he?
Yes, he is missing.
Yes, he disappeared. Yes. That's unfortunate business.
I am seeking the people responsible for his disappearance.
Oh, well, he was more of a customer of the Golden Dream. Well, every once in a while he would come in here, but he was more of their customer.
What about Yasuke Suzaku?
Oh, yes, Suzaku. He was a regular here.
She.
Sorry. I heard she was found. Not living.
And those responsible will meet a karmic debt.
Oh, good. Yes, she was one of my better customers. He lost a lot of business with her disappearance.
Yes.
But yes, I would be most interested to know who would take her away from us.
What did you know about her?
Well, give me a persuade roll.
Okay. 06. Woo!
Well, I remember that Suzaku-san was talking with a big Ronin with a tattoo on his neck the last night she was in here. Because he is not a regular here. I haven't seen him before or since. But I do remember that. Do you think that maybe he was responsible for her death? She turned up a little bit, some time after she was taken, I believe.
Yes, I suspect that this large Ronin with the tattoo is responsible or knows who is.
Mm,
I would have words with him.
yes, I'm sure he probably works with one of with our rivals. Yes, probably one of Boss Yaguro's rivals. Maybe Hana or Kizo.
Gizo.
Both of them have been greedy, getting with their eyes getting too big for their stomachs, so to speak.
We need our lie detector.
Yeah,
Lie detector.
I get a
Are
blast.
they telling the truth? Rolling psychology. That is a hard success.
He believes he's telling the truth.
I nod that he's telling the truth.
They like pull on his sleeve or something. Hmm. Now, where would we find this boss Hana?
Well, Boss Hana runs the she owns the Golden Dream.
I see.
Hmm.
Yeah, she's unscrupulous enough to bring in the blue flame. Don't you think she would stop at nothing?
Has her organization given you trouble in the past?
Of course they have. They've stolen our customers. Look at it in here. It's practically dead. I wouldn't put it past her.
So it would be beneficial if Boss Hana's organization were to meet with an untimely accident.
It would be a gift from the gods. You are a priest, correct?
Yes.
I may have to go to the temple.
Hmm. Please inform Boss Yogoro
Yaguro.
that you have provided us with great information. You are a credit and a wise man.
Well,
And he is wise for hiring you.
I have been doing this for 50 years under him. He's an old man. He used to be quite the street fighter.
Hmm.
He made a name for himself in battling on the streets. And when he retired, he opened the Green Rest, and it was wonderful for a long time. And we existed in complete harmony with Hana and Kizo. But now they encroach. They're greedy. The wallow isn't good enough. They want to take what is ours as well.
Do you know how to identify the warehouses where Hana and Kizu store their opium?
Well, it would be their mark would be on the warehouse, and he shows you what their marks are.
Many thanks. And yeah, I guess we'll go from now. And 3-minute warning.
Okay. Well, let's just leave it here then, and we'll pick it up next week.
Sounds like a plan.
You guys can review what you know and what you want to do, and we'll pick it up from there. So with that, we'll just say keep 30 luck points, and we will be back.
Yep.